This week on Sport Fishing, we're aboard the Sea Adventure 80. Last night we left out of San Diego, out of H&M Landing. Right now we're about 40 miles south out of San Diego, and what we're doing today is looking for kelp patties, trying to find some tuna, dorado, yellowtail. You never know what to expect. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing. I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Fly line, which is pretty nice. I can't wait to get my sis fly line.
Yeah, we're not going to take a little bit, but we'll see.
Stop a little more.
Cool track.
How are we doing?
Don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Outstanding. Good. Hey, come on.
Now it's pulling down.
Oh, looks like a skid there. Ball your line on up, guys.
Sea Adventure 80, baby.
Color. Up and over. Yeah, I'll take one. I'm on.
Coming through.
Excellent job.
Yellowfin tuna.
All right, thanks, Skip. Yeah. What was that on? Live bait.
Live bait. Collar hook, small sardine.
Yeah, for the bow.
It went all the way, and I'll just change the hook. I'm gonna cut it over. 26.
Oh, Skippy. This is a skipjack, not quite what we want, but they taste good if you make them into something like poke, so I'm gonna keep that one. Let's take a little break from the action and go to the tackle box and show you gear you need for this type of fishing. Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about offshore fishing, what we're doing this week. We're offshore looking for school size bluefin tuna, yellowfin tuna, dorado, yellowtail. You never know what to expect, but right now there's two sizes of fish out there. There's the little school size fish that are from 10 pounds to about 30 pounds. Then there are the monster bluefin that are starting about 90 pounds and going up to about 300 pounds. Right now I want to talk to you about what we're doing today. We're chasing that smaller grade of fish, that 15 to 30 pound fish. And this is the basic gear you need for that type of fishing. Do not use this gear on those big monster tuna. You won't stand a chance. But for the school size tuna, this will work out fine. You can use something like this, a level wine reel, 400 size reel, have 65 pound or 80 pound spectra on it, and then a piece of 25 or 30 pound fluorocarbon. A small piece, about half the length of your rod, works out great to fish right up on the surface. If you don't want to use a reel like that and you want to go more old school, something like this works out great. Again, 30 pound monofilament would be the heaviest I would be using for this smaller grade of tuna that we're catching. The yellowtail, you're fine. That smaller dorado, you're fine too. And if you're going straight mono, go ahead and put a small piece of fluorocarbon on top. If you're using 30 pound mono and those fish are smaller, don't be afraid to put on 20 pound or 25 pound fluorocarbon to make sure you get bit. Remember, on the bluefin, you can only catch two, so once you get that one on the boat, if you're having trouble getting bit, go ahead and downsize your tackle. If you're not having any trouble, go up to heavier line. Now you can go with a small reel like this, a level wine 400 series, 65 pound or 80 pound spectra on the bottom, small piece of 25 or 30 pound mono on top, you're good to go. If you want to go more old school reel, something like this, fill it up with 30-pound monofilament. And if the fish are being a little picky, go ahead and put on a small piece of 25-pound fluorocarbon on top, and you'll be all set. These reels work out really good for this type of fishing. As far as artificials, for the yellowfin and the bluefin, they really like the metal jigs. They like to chase them, go after them. They get excited on the chum in the water. So something like this, a magic metal, 4.5 ounce, cast it out nice and far, let it sink to about 10 or 20 seconds, wind it back as fast as you can, and these tuna and the yellowtail will track it down and eat it. You catch a lot of fish on these. A small profile, thin profile lure is what you want, and you'll catch a lot of fish on these magic metal jigs. In the last couple of years, I've been switching over to the small 1 ounce P52 HD model. This bucktail with the big hook on it is deadly on those tuna. We're in the corner, they're boiling all over the chum. There's been so much red crab in the water the last couple of years that when they see a little red bait like this in the water, the tuna jump all over it. You should try it, you'll catch a lot of fish on it. Now, as far as live bait fishing, we never know what to expect when we get on the boat. You know, we don't know what size bait there's gonna be till we get to the bait receiver. Sometimes it's tiny anchovies, sometimes it's sardines, sometimes it's monster sardines, and every once in a while it's all mackerel. So it's really important that when you go out, you have a wide selection of hooks with you. That's why I always carry a tray like this with different colors, different sizes. Remember, when you pick out your hook, you want to match your hook to the size of the bait, not the size of fish you want to catch. You can't put a big old hook on a tiny little anchovy and think it's going to swim. It's not going to happen. So match your hook to the size of bait you have. You'll catch a lot more fish. And that's why I always carry a wide selection of hooks like this. All right, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
See it, Bill?
Yeah. Woo!
That's a pretty one.
Gotta lay flat.
Dan Hernandez. See you, Venture 80.
All right. Yeah. Finally a yellowfin. Stoked.
Hope it's a yellowfin. Fishing 25-pound fluoro, 65-pound spectra, level wine reel, California rod, taking it nice and easy. This color. Doing the little circles right here. Let's take a wine when I can. There we go. Got my color. There we go. Another beautiful, beautiful yellowfin. That's why you come fishing out here. See Adventure 80 out of H&M Landing. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Let's take a break from the action and go to the galley and show you how to cook up one of these delicious fish we're catching. Awesome job. Thanks, man. This week in the galley, we're down in Long Beach, California, aboard my boat. Standing next to me is Chef Rock. Hey, Chef.
Hey, Dan. How are you, sir?
Long time no see.
Always a pleasure. And yes, it's a great time to be hanging with you because I'm hungry.
Good.
I'm hungry.
Chef has his own TV show in Hawaii, and I've known him for many years with different TV shows he's done here in the States. Today you're gonna cook for us, and what do you have in store?
One of my favorite dishes to do in Hawaii is ahi, of course.
Okay.
You have some beautiful tuna that you
Yeah, this
caught.
is local tuna we just caught.
We're gonna dredge it, we're gonna sear it, and then I'm gonna make a little glaze just to go over the top. Something simple, easy, you can serve it over glass noodles, anything you want. So I have some wasabi.
Okay.
Just powdered wasabi. I'm gonna go with a little fujikake. You can go with any flavor you want. This one has a little bit of the 2 different types of seaweed, sesame seeds, a little bit of ginger, and some garlic. So you just want to blend it all together so you incorporate all those great ingredients together. Spread it out because I'm going to dredge our tuna in there. So I got some beautiful tuna here, and whoever caught this did a nice job of filleting. So I'm just going to dredge this really quick to that pan. Give my hands a little wipe, real quick. And then I want to turn these because they quickly cook, and you'll see that. You're searing it. You're not cooking it all the way through. Do the ends. It puts a nice crust on the outside of that ahi. But while we're waiting, we're gonna make a little sauce. That's right, a little glaze. I get a little barbecue if you wanna hold that bowl.
Okay.
Since we're kind of limited on a little space here. Sweet Chinese chili sauce, but equal amounts. I'm going with a little bit of sesame seed oil. A little bit of soy. And this is one of my little special sauces that I actually do for ahi. A little crushed red pepper. Some green onion, just sliced. And then I'm gonna just kind of mix it all together. So, perfect, look at that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put this right on top and then shingle that down so you see that beautiful ahi. Then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of glaze. This will make the perfect dish for any like brunch or anytime you're having a little chateau party on the yacht, right?
Be nice to just watch football and have that.
I was just gonna say, I would
Be a good
most
Super Bowl
gladly enjoy
dish.
that. Yeah, nice and easy to do. Simple and tasty as well. Beautiful dish,
This looks great. I gotta try it.
anytime, anywhere. Oh, this is like sushi, you just pick it up.
Yeah, just with the fingers.
Pick it up
some
and eat
sauce.
it, buddy. Try that sauce.
Well, thanks, Chef.
Pleasure, Dan, always good to see you.
Yeah, it was nice to see you. And if you're in Hawaii, look for him on TV. He's there, and you might see him at your local station too. Well, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Hey gang, I'm Captain Mike McDaniels. I run the Sea Adventure 80. We're out here on the hidden bank fishing for yellowfin tuna and skipjack. We run 2.5 or 1 day, day and a half, 2.5 trips down here. Lately it's been an afternoon bite for us and we're getting them now. Love to see you guys out here. Come join us, Sea Adventure 80.
Russell, he's on a fish right now. He just threw his bait right here in the corner where the crew's chumming, and the yellowfin came up and ate it. You watch what he's doing, just winding down every time he drops a rod. Doing really good. All right, just keep it right in front of you, Russell.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, look at that jump for you.
Yeah, Skippy. All right, good job.
I'll go around. Stuck. Nice. All right. All right. I can probably bounce it, but another one, perfect.
I got a fish going right here. See what I got here. If it's a yellowfin. Oh, it's the right kind, yellowfin. Yeah. There we go, right here, color. There we go. Beautiful yellowfin I just caught. This is. Oh. Well. Here's a beautiful yellowfin I just caught, polygapped it for me. Fishing aboard the Sea Adventure 80 out here. We're offshore about 40 miles. Fish are biting. Take a break from the action, and when we return, I'll be giving you this week's tip of the week. This week's tip of the week, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I did today. I was fishing 65-pound spectra, 25-pound fluorocarbon. Most of the guys today were fishing 20 and 30-pound fluorocarbon to get all their fish. It was just, you had to work at it hard. You know, we had a long day in the water. The water's been really nautical today, but toward the end of the day, you know, we got the fish and we did really well. Most of the guys got limits. Been really good fishing on the yellowfin and some skipjack mixed in too. So this week's tip is not so much about technique, because it was really simple. Pin on a good lively bait, use that light fluorocarbon, you'll get bit. But this week's tip is, when you don't know how the fishing's gonna be, invest in a longer trip. That's what today's trip was. It was a day-and-a-half trip aboard the Sea Adventure 80 out of H&M Landing. If we had been on a one-day trip, we would have gone in early with no fish. But because we stuck it out, we had a day-and-a-half trip, we got into that late afternoon bite, and everybody got their limit of fish. It was awesome fishing. Well, I want to thank the whole crew and the skipper, Mike and Polly and everybody. They did a great job today here aboard the Sea Adventure 80. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.